Water.
All right, you ready, big guy?
I am.
Dr. Stephen Schwartz, you ready to go beyond?
All right, we are above and beyond. We are above and beyond.
Right on. Well, I'm Justin.
There's no turning back.
That's true. I'm Justin Frandson here with my good friend, Dr. Stephen Schwartz.
All right, hello.
He is the founder of Bio Harmonics, which is sound frequency technology. He is an author of Primal Resonance, an amazing book that really talks about how you amplify your frequency, your vibration through sound therapies, through light therapies, through breathing, through all this amazing work. He's written some programs and some Rife machines. He can maybe go into that a little bit. This guy is absolutely brilliant. He produces his own music that goes in his sound beds. And so I have one of his vibes. Which one do I have?
You have the 3.2.
Yes, I do. The 3.2 is awesome. You guys, it sounds like when you're laying down, it sounds like you're in a speaker. You're inside of a speaker, and all the music is just the most healing vibrations you've ever felt in your life. And some of the songs are more tribal-esque with didgeridoos and drums, but he embeds music and with the sounds of rivers and water and rain, and records frequencies of plants. I mean, it's absolutely so far and above and beyond. I've been wanting to have you on our summit for many months. So happy to have you here. That's your little intro. Take us back to your background. How do you started in this so they have an idea of it? And then we're going to dive into how it's evolved into the vibes right now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Justin. And you know what, Justin, you know what I love best about our relationship is that your friend of a friend is a friend of one of my longtime patients. That's one of my more miraculous healing patients, without mentioning any names. So my background, I'm a chiropractor by license. I've been in practice since I graduated school in 1998, moved to Colorado in 1999, where I set up practice and as a sports medicine doctor, actually. And within 1 year, less than a year, I was introduced to the world of working with chronic degenerative conditions, allergies, and autoimmune diseases, something all using vibrational healing techniques and technologies, which was so far out of my sphere of consciousness. Was incredible. But you know what? When I remember taking that first training ever and just sitting in that training and hearing, I remember my body was saying, truth. And I went in on Monday morning and started applying it to my patients, and the rest was history. And our mutual friend that we have, she was in her 20s. She was diagnosed with MS, and she brought in her MRI, and it was riddled with all these calcifications all over her brain and spinal cord. And I started doing my techniques and technologies with her. And you know what? It turned out? She had allergies. And we treated her for the allergies. And she's well over 10 years later, she's great. In fact, she bought a biofeedback system that I developed back in and that's what she's doing now. So now we got introduced, and I just love that circle. And then we really resonate. So my company is called Bio Harmonic Technologies. Bio Harmonic Technologies. A lot of people refer to it as Bioharmonics, but the full company is Bio Harmonic Technologies. If you want to go online and check that out, and my book is called Primal Resonance: Discover the Secrets to Health, Vitality, and Optimal Human Performance. My patients, they said to me, Dr. Schwartz, you should write a book. And I said, I was busy in private practice. I said, in my 40s, I'll write a book. And I sold my practice in 2000 and 14. And I wrote my book in 2014. And it's so amazing because it's all about the top 10 lists on how to reverse aging and degeneration using sound, light, and frequency and vibration. And you know what it also talks about? The new epidemic in America, which is so weird because I'm narrating my audiobook as we speak. And the new epidemic now totally explains the coronavirus and what's happening. And it's not the new epidemic in America. It's the new epidemic in the world. It's global. And I also have another chapter in this book called Eliminating Infectious Agents, which really, when I learned in that first training that I learned in San Diego about chronic degenerative conditions, it was all about infectious agents, bacteria, viruses, parasites, mold, fungus, yeast, mycoplasmal infections, which are like nano microbes that are invisible and they totally influence the body. So that's always been my background. In 2007, when my music company started, I conducted an experiment with a patient of mine who had a severe cat allergy, and I was treating allergies routinely. At the time, I actually owned a company called the Allergy Stop, and it was a holistic allergy company practice. And I went into his, and he was a professional musician, and we experimented by reproducing my cat allergy, my vibrational healing cat allergy protocol in his recording studio.
Wow.
And it was just an experiment, and it totally worked. And we eliminated, and the people say, well, how good did it work? That was in 2007. And he was dating this girl that had 3 cats. And anyhow, they're married and they have a kid together. And that was from 2007, and they're still married. And they still live. I don't know if the cats are still alive or not, but they were alive for a while. And that began my music company, Bio Harmonic Technologies. And people always ask me, they say, are you a musician? I said, I'm a doctor studying music more than anything. I'm sorry, I'm a doctor. Yeah, I'm a doctor studying music, because the effects of sound and vibration can literally affect the connective tissue. It's a direct access point into the connective tissue of the body. So as I started formulating, more than anything, to me being a musician, I'm more of a master formulator. I just really have aptitude for physiology and pathophysiology, and my ability to formulate that, whether I did it in different ways for shifting influence and physiology on different delivery systems, I chose to work with music as a delivery system. And I work with very specific formulations, with very specific mathematical ratios and sacred geometry and brainwave states and a variety of other things that I work in my formulations that I pack into music for very specific things. And one of my albums came out in 2014, and it's called Cell Cleanser.
Love it.
What's been your experience with Cell Cleanser?
It takes me into a theta state. Like, everyone who gets on it absolutely goes into La La Land. Like, and it might happen more towards the end of the 20-minute session. So I do memberships at Athleticism here in Newport Beach. I've got one of your sound beds, of course. They're phenomenal. And people come in with memberships. They absolutely jump on the bed, and it's healing. It takes them into this theta brainwave state for performance. So I work with lots of athletes. But now, with everyone worried about the coronavirus, people are doing it for just boosting their immune system, and then making sure they get that restorative sleep. So when we could get those brainwave states really normalized into a lower brainwave state consistently, do this thing, 3-4 times a week with these clients. I do it every day. It's pretty much every day I'm on your sound bed, and just really, really amplifying that. But the Cell Cleanser, it's a theta brainwave state, and it just knocks people out. And the cool thing I love about your product is it's not like other sound therapy where, like, if you do another one, and I don't want to blast any, because there are a lot of great ones out there, but when you go into these deep states, sometimes your body feels just fatigued after. Like, when you get off yours, your mind just feels really calm, but your body's alive from all the sound and the bass and all the frequencies in it. So it's like this dichotomy of, like, it's the most epic experience ever, is like just having everything just boom, boom, boom. And you're like, oh, this is awesome. And you're just right in the middle of it, and you just go into La La Land with it.
Thank you. Thank you for that testimonial. I want to let you know that the reason why you have that experience is not because of the music. Well, it is because of music. It's 100% because of music, but it's not just music being played through a vibrating technology. It's about how we formulate it. I wanted to finish my thought about Cell Cleanser. That album was specifically formulated in 2014 to work with pathogens and harmful EMFs, which is totally why we work with your grounding bags.
Oh yeah,
and it's also boom. There it is, the grounding bag. I say you're the metaphysical pet rock guy. Yeah, you're like the 21st century pet rock. Those are your best pet rocks you could have.
These actually are intelligent ones, though.
Yeah. No, well, pets are intelligent.
Not the pet rock.
Yeah, that's true.
This has actual benefits.
That is correct. You want to share what those benefits are? Well,
I mean, you use them. I love them because we put them on any technology that we're using, and it grounds out the electricity. So obviously, we have amplifiers plugged into this, so it's plugged in for electricity, which isn't a big deal at the end of the day. But I love it just to ground it all out. So there's no radio frequencies in yours. It's all plugged in. So you have the hardwired stuff, which I love. And so we put this on the client or just leaning up against the bed, and it basically just grounds out any electricity for it. But it's another part of the healing frequency. So the way I use your sound bed is I have my wife's Campo Beauty, her pure essential oils. So I'll do campobeauty.com. Like I'll do her love and get the frequency of love. Then we'll do a cell cleanser. So I'll put it on there. They'll get aromatherapy. Then we use the lights, and I have a laser too. We'll put it on the stomach, and then we'll go ahead and put the grounding bag on wherever they want to amplify up, or just lean against the bed. So we have aromatherapy, sound therapy, light therapy, and this full immersive experience of just healing frequencies. And this is healing frequency in a bag, and it's no different than all the others. So that's why I love integrating them.
Well, yeah, it grounds you into a state. You keep talking about brainwave states and brainwaves, and yes, brainwave states is great. However, it just works with the brain in the brainwave states. However, the brain is just one ingredient, one organ in the nervous system. The nervous system contains the brain. The nervous system also contains the spinal cord. The nervous system also contains the peripheral nerves. And the nervous system also contains the living connective tissue matrix, which surrounds every tissue system and cell in the body, including the brain, including the peripheral nerves, including the spinal cord. And the living connective tissue matrix is what connects the external environment vibrationally into the physical environment. So when we're entraining the brain with brainwave states through full body vibration, we're not just entraining the brain, we're entraining the entire body.
Love it.
And that concept is so important. I can't push that with anybody that's watching this video. That's the key. So we're no longer working with brainwave states. We're working with neurological states that entrain the entire body, including the brain, because they say that the issues are in the tissues. So you're working with taking you into this really relaxed theta, alpha, delta brainwave state area. When you vibrate that into the whole body, you're getting that same effect, but not just in the brain, but throughout your entire nervous system. And that begins, and then you layer that with other frequencies specifically for the connective tissue. We layer that with other frequencies specifically for organs. We layer it for a variety of different things. And now we're formulating a process that we can now apply. And it's what I call sonic. It's a sonic ceutical.
Awesome. And
There's so
definitely. And one of the things is I want everyone to understand that, yes, I'm in practice and I have a business and I work with lots of athletes and I have a membership program for this. But the price point, your barrier to entry is really, really feasible. And this is a self-home care program. Like, you should be buying this for your own home and having this as your therapy at home. You can lay the Vibe on any stretching table or any mattress, any surface, and get that experience for a nominal price. So can you expand on that?
Yeah, thank you. That's the number. So my company, since we founded it, the mission statement is to raise the vibration of the planet to harmonize humanity. And God knows we need both of those things right now. And so the technology, we've wanted to price it into a range that we can make it accessible, not just to practitioners, but to the world. So we have two models. The one you have is the 3.2. There's another more professional model called the 3.1. And we also work with lights as well, too. So people can incorporate sound, light, frequency, and vibration all combined. Or you can just do the vibrational part, sound and vibrational part. So the base model that you have is $4,000 US dollars, and then the 3.1 professional model is $5,000 US dollars. And then with lights, they vary in prices from additional $1,000 to $3,000 depending on how tricked out you want that to be. And we really want to make this, because here's what's going on right now. Everybody's rushing to their practitioners because they want to boost their immune system. Everybody wants to be healthy. But here's the thing, people are paranoid about going out in public. So great. We can ship a Vibe right to your front door, set it up. We have all kinds of training videos. You have access to myself. You have access to our community. We have a global community. We're in 5 different countries in our first year, not including North America. I'm outside the US. And get in there and then vibe. I mean, we have 42 different tracks, 7 different albums. And one of the things that we're working on intently right now during this lockdown quarantine time is we're making new music, and we're launching a whole vibrational sound therapy music production school based out of San Francisco. That's going to be able to either train people how to make their own music, or B, train people that want to make music. And then we're going to really expand our community of creating software for the Vibe that's therapeutic. So, I have stuff that works with clearing energy, like negative energy out of your nervous system, space, and dwelling. I have emotional balancing music. I have Cell Cleanser, which is an anti-inflammatory detox music specifically focused on working with pathogens and negative electromagnetic fields, which is the most relevant thing happening in our world right now. I have stuff for transformation and abundance. We have programs for self-actualization and all kinds of other things. Grounding we have, that works great with your grounding bags. So I know we're working on a whole bunch. In fact, one of the projects we're working at here in my safe location, we're actually working specifically on a coronavirus specific track. So we're getting all the ingredients coming in from various places, and we're going to be putting that into a musical program, and then you can lay on it and you can vibe. One other comment I'd like to make is I told you that I'm writing my audiobook, Primal Resonance, Discover the Secrets to Health, Vitality, and Optimal Human Performance. I would love for people to right now we have kind of limited inventory ready for immediate shipping, but we'll be making more. If you guys are interested and you're coming through this Zoom call, please reach out. Might have a little extra discount for you just through this community, because really our intention is we know that every vibe, and by the way, they're not sound beds, they're called vibes.
Got it.
Vibrational, individualized body enhancement system. It's a vibrational individualized body enhancement system. It's a vibe. vibes. And we're making the audio book. We're going to mix this to be formulated so you can lay on the vibe and download the information in this book. And so that's how we're going to be releasing probably two. We're going to release one that doesn't have it, and then we're going to add in the second edition. But that's going to come standard with your Vibe as an upgrade once it's complete as well. So, you know, these are here to, we're creating these to harmonize humanity, and it's so valuable right now. And you know, Justin, we're all in this together. You know, my contribution is to create this technology and really help people boost their immune system and to balance their body voltage, which has been linked to acidity levels and inflammation. That's really been the cornerstone. And how do you clear cellular memory, trauma? How do you let go of emotion and all the fear? Just think about how much fear is going on in this world. You get an instantaneous meditative space just by laying on the vibe. And because we're needing to take this show on the road, and we're needing to take it online because people are paranoid. People don't want to, you know, I'm not showing up at people's places anymore. We're actually offering a money back guarantee on the vibes for people that are wanting to. If they don't love it, then they could send it back and we'll give you a full refund. So that's how confident we are in this technology and how much people really need it. And we're here to support you in every step, support this community in every step of the way.
Well, you guys, I highly encourage everyone to pick up his Primal Resonance book and check out.
You can order a signed copy through my website, bioharmonictechnologies.com. Go to shop and book, and that takes you right to the page, and we'll ship one out with a signed copy from Dr. Schwartz.
BioHarmonicTechnologies.com. I absolutely love it. You guys, Dr. Steven Schwartz, a.k.a. Dr. Vibe, his Vibe products are absolutely unbelievable. I mean, they've been a huge benefit for me and my clients. It's one of the coolest additions. I mean, I'm always looking for new stuff to add into my program. I get new stuff all the time. I attend lots of conferences, meetings, seminars. I have a huge network of doctors throughout the country that obviously carry my grounding bags, but then also that I learned from. And the stuff that you've taught me is just revolutionary. It's so cool. And what you're creating is phenomenal. You're absolutely one of the most incredible geniuses in our field right now. You guys have to check out this product. Come in and get a vibe treatment with us here in Newport Beach. And then find Dr. Schwartz and listen to him speak. We're going to do lots of stuff on Wake Up together, Wake Up OC.
Saturday.
Yeah, we're both in it. We're going to do some Zoom stuff because our live events are postponed for a couple months. I think the wave of this will end in about 7 weeks. Everything will be back to normal as far as we're going to be able to start hustling again and getting in front of people. The peak of the virus will have hit and then gone down and plateaued. So we won't have overrun hospitals about that time. So you guys, this isn't much longer. So check us out. And thank you so much, Dr. Schwartz, for going beyond with us. Human performance at its best.
I would like to just say, as we're leaving, as we're talking about the coronavirus, here's what I'm starting to notice. I think that there's a big word I want all of you to learn and Google, and I talk about this in detail in my book. It's called pleomorphism. It's a fancy term, but it's so important. What that means is that in an altered environment, a beneficial germ mutates into a pathogenic germ. And then they go from it becomes more complex and becomes more pathogenic. And it's all through a process of evolution. So what I believe that this coronavirus is going through right now is its own evolutionary state where it goes through pleomorphism, and how it was showing up in China and across the world is showing up a little bit differently here in the US. And it's actually showing up more as like a pneumonia than an actual, I believe it's actually going through a pleomorphic shift. So when people are suffering from really severe flus or or pneumonia or whatever's going on, how do you deal with that? The same way you would deal with coronavirus, the same way you would deal with a really bad cold or infection or anything else. You need to boost your immune system. You need to get your rest. You need to drink stay hydrated. Things like garlic, dude. Garlic is a natural antiviral. Rosemary, antiviral. And we're actually making music with all of these things. But you can consume them. We have all kinds of products that you can use for that are antimicrobial, that are super important. But the number one most important thing is keeping your vibration high. And that's how you keep your immune system high. And fear is one of the most common ways of suppressing your immune system. So whatever you need to do for fear, being able to lay on the vibe can totally release that fear out of your connective tissue. And that elevates your immune system. So it's all about, people are feared when they feel helpless and when they don't have resources. And through this platform, Justin, that you're creating and this video series and all the people you're introducing to your community, you're providing resources. And in resource space, you have confidence and you're not afraid anymore. And anything that you can do, anything that I can do to help you, social media, I'm available also. Dr. Stephen Schwartz, DC on Instagram, Stephen Schwartz or Dr. Stephen Schwartz on Facebook, and also please follow Bio Harmonic Technologies on Facebook and Instagram. We're very active on that platform, and we're here for the community. The vibroacoustic evolution revolution is underway, and we're all here to help raise the vibration of the planet and harmonize humanity the best way we can.
I love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much. Dr. Vibe in the house, going beyond. We'll talk to you soon.